Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Look at it!
All right, what's good, people? Thanks for clicking on the video. We have a very serious one to talk about today, so let's just get straight into it. In today's video, we'll be discussing the current president of Tanzania. Her name is Samia Suluhu Hassan. Okay, she was just recently elected. They had an election, I think, on towards the end of October. I think it was, because it's November 12th as I'm making this. Now, what ended up happening is that post-election violence has been a common thing ever since I was a young man. For anyone who's been following the channel for a while, you know that I'm a Kenyan. I was born and raised there, but I don't live there anymore. Now, my father is from Tanzania. He was born in Arusha, and his side of the family was always in Kenya. So I've always had no business in Tanzania. I have no intention of going to Tanzania and no interest in going to Tanzania. Even my family on that side, I don't even talk to them. So, but that's a whole different story for another day. Now, as of right now, they had an election towards the end of October. In October 29th of 2025, the riots erupted because, according to her, Mrs. Samia Suluhu Hassan, or Miss, I don't know if she's married. So, Suluhu, let's just call it Suluhu. Suluhu claims that she won the election by 98%. 98%. She claims that a grand majority of the country all voted for her, right? Now, as crazy as this might sound, right? There was protests because of this, because nobody believed it. Everyone believed it to be a botched election. It was believed to be stolen, but she felt otherwise. The other two presidential candidates from the Chadema party, the two leading opposition candidates, both got disqualified for the election. So, based on my knowledge, please correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. But she ran by herself, and obviously because it was her against herself, she obviously won. You'd have to be pretty damn incompetent to not be able to win an election where you're the only one running. Now, there's also widespread accusations of fraud, and there's also widespread accusations of corruption going on. Now, with this being an African country, this is it's nothing surprising, right? Africa is very big on corruption. Even if they have all these natural resources at their disposal, they would rather sell it to the Europeans or whatever mega corporation in order to enrich their own family instead of just making everyone rich. There's a very big issue with greed, but that isn't the topic for today's video. Now, when I say there's widespread allegations of fraud, I have a video here that I want you to watch, okay? The first one is going to be of Trump's motorcade, right? The second one will be of her motorcade. And tell me what you notice. And tell me what you notice. Now, also granted, before you go ahead and put it down in the comments, or before you start thinking, oh, this is Trump in the UK, this is Trump in the UK. As we can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 vehicles, right? He's rolling around with 10 vehicles. I want you to just even before I play, just imagine how many vehicles she was rolling around with. Just take a wild guess and just put it in the comments down below, because I'm about to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 motorcycles. I might have missed one. 10, 11 motorcycles. I might have missed one. Now for cars, goddamn, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm even losing count. There's like 30 cars. Look at the sidewalk. The sidewalk. And look at how many cars. Dude. What the fuck? Dude, there's like 60 cars. Bro. Hey, even the cameraman just had to pause for just for a moment of disbelief. Can't forget the trucks too. Can't forget the trucks. And like the old cars we used to have before, you just had to buy new ones to replace the old ones that we still use. Oh yeah, it's throwing some buses too. Yeah, pickup trucks too. They got pickup trucks too, bro. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, the first issue I see is that the fact there isn't even a goddamn sidewalk. Okay, people are walking on the dirt. When it rains, that dirt turns to mud. Thank fucking God it doesn't snow, because holy, no. So the elections happened, and it was post-election violence. For anyone who doesn't know what post-election violence is, obviously there's the winning side and there's the losing side. The winning side usually isn't too happy. They usually aren't like too jolly that like their side lost. And typically in Africa, when you have these elections, it isn't about like left wing versus right wing. No, it's just based simply on your tribe. People don't even agree for the person they're fucking voting for, but will only just simply vote for him because they speak the same fucking language. That's what appeals to some people. I'm not saying that's all, but based on my experience as a young man, that's basically what it is. They're me as a Luo man, fucking walk into my Luo household saying I want to vote for a Kikuyu. Everyone's gonna look at me. They wouldn't even hear me out, bro. They just look at you sideways because there's a whole fuck ton of tribalism. But anyway, now. The next thing that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention is we all hear how like some places you can't speak your mind. Even the way I'm doing now, there's some places where even if making a video like this the way I am doing now will get me arrested, put in jail, and I'll probably never be seen again. Well, unfortunately, that is exactly what happened to this lady that we're about to speak about too. Now, in Tanzania, there was hundreds of people being charged for treason. Why they were being charged for treason? I'm assuming it's because they were speaking up against the government or they were speaking up against the election's results. Now, I'm going to play you a video here of a truckload of people. I saw this video about 2 days ago before I found the one I'm going to show explaining it. And it says, authorities in Tanzania have charged hundreds with treason following protests over disputed elections, escalating political tensions amid post-poll violence with an uncertain death toll. Dozens in Dar es Salaam and others face charges, including preacher Josephat Gwajima, whose church was deregistered and after criticizing the government. Arrest warrants have also been issued for senior opposition figures, including Chadema officials Brenda Rupia, John Mnyika, I hope I'm saying that right, and party leader Tundu Lissu remains jailed, charged with treason for calling for electoral reforms after the October 29th vote. Vice President Emmanuel Nchimbi, said the government led by President Suluhu has taken steps to restore harmony. Chadema claims over 1,000 deaths, while human rights groups and the Kenyan Human Rights Commission estimated up to 3,000 killed, with thousands missing. Hassan officially won over 97% of the vote after main rivals were barred. Right groups highlighted widespread repression before the polls, including the disappearances, arbitrary arrests, and extrajudicial killings, which the government all denies. The African Union criticized the election, citing ballot stuffing with multiple ballots, saying the environment was not conducive of free and fair voting. Since multi-party politics began in 1992, Tanzania has been largely governed with Hassan consolidating power and continuing the long-standing dominance of the Chama cha Mapinduzi. How do you say that? Mapinduzi party. Mapinduzi. That kind of has like a ring, a little bit of like a, kind of has a little bit of a ring to it. Like, not like. But anyway, this is the video I was talking about. And as you can see, it looks sort of like a present place. But it's more than the people. More than the people. But remember her face. Remember her face.
Black comment. Support. Yeah.
Well, at least they seem to have food and water and something with food and water. Some of them, I don't know if it's just me. Does it look like some of them have like some limp going on? Like they have like when they step off the bus, it's kind of like a limp. Okay, anyway, but yeah, these are the people who were arrested for treason. And I remember seeing this video, and I was like, "Fuck! Didn't I just see something about this the other day?" And then my boy, he's not my boy. I don't know him in person, but this guy he's called Gothic Aboki. He's like I think he's a Nigerian American. But this guy posted this same woman. And this is what they were arrested for treason. This is it.
That woman you just saw was just sentenced to death by hanging by the president of Tanzania, Samia, whatever, the woman dictator we have in East Africa. That video you saw is why that woman just got sentenced to death by hanging.
Support.
So I don't know what it is. It's called the Mwimwi Challenge, and the only thing I can say right now is we'd have no power to do anything. The only thing we can do is apparently the Tanzanian president doesn't like that video. So the only thing I can do with my platform is I say, if you're the type who's okay with dancing, doing dance videos, please make a video to that song. Let's make it trend. Let's push this out there. This woman, that is a resistance. Like that dance you saw, that was all about resistance, and she just got sentenced to death by hanging. The picture you saw on the right, that was her when she came to court and was sentenced to death. The Mwimwi Challenge, I think it's called. Look up Tanzanian TikTok and see. That woman was just sentenced to death. This is what we're dealing with in Africa.
You heard it from the man, people. This is the shit that we're doing. Just a simple dance could send you to the slammer, right? And we see this same woman in that video that I just showed you. Here she is. And this is the rest of them being taken to be killed. I originally thought that like they were being taken to court. No, they're being taken to be killed. Again, I said the same thing in my Sudan video. Where the hell is the International Criminal Court? Where the hell is the United Nations? You know, like, can the United States invade these guys? They're fucking bothering. Can they invade these guys? Can they? This is a leader that needs to be replaced. And like, honestly, I don't want to incite violence or nothing. I don't want them to mistake me for someone else. I don't live in Tanzania, okay? Don't mistake me for someone else there and have them suffer for my words. But this is the country that needs to be fucking invaded, yo. Like, honestly. And just, again, the same thing like forget about all the United Nations and all these guys. Apparently Dubai has something to do with this too. Fuck, man. Apparently, Dubai has something to do with this too. But, this is just something that I just saw like during the scroll. Let me have someone explain it to you into a lot more detail. Because I've been doing a lot of research into Dubai and like all these people, and like, I'm sorry, but their names pop up a lot more than I would like. I see their names a lot more than I would like, and it is honestly, it's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so as I'm trying to find the video that explains the Dubai's tie to all this, look at this. Tanzania rolls out new Range Rover presidential state car.
wakakaza na mwendo wakasema vijana njoni tulijenge taifa kwa mavumbi na jasho hawakujali mateso walichowaza ni kesho ya sisi watoto nchi yangu ni muhimu kwangu.
Apparently, our whole debacle doesn't fuck you.
Yo.
How you doing?
What's up, boys?
Oh shit, thank you.
Well,
Oh yeah.
it's salted caramel, my boy.
Oh yeah, thank you.
No worries. Enjoy your stream.
This video. So, our story doesn't end there. Because this dude, so apparently, I'm just doing some more scrolling and watching videos on the situation, and it gets like just a little bit worse because apparently the UAE is fucking the one funding all this shit, bro. And after finding out what was going on with the RSF, honestly, I would not be surprised. Like, this doesn't fucking surprise me, right? This, okay, it did surprise me, but it didn't. Because look, okay, here it says, this video claims, breaking, over 700 Tanzanians have been killed by the UAE-backed regime in Tanzania. Another reason the UAE must be expelled from East Africa. Now, let's go and take a look what's going on, because this is some boots on the ground ongoing of what's happening.
Wanapigwa kila mahali kumba mamake. Mpaka arudi mkumba Kenya. Piga mwendo kasi ya makuma. Mwendo kasi hapo. Tanzania.
Thank you, Gage.
Mwendo kasi imeharibiwa Kiseki.
Now, I don't know if this is entirely true. Our friend Muhammad Olad is gonna say that. Now, I'm not gonna take this at face value because, like, I don't want it to come out like a couple days ago, a couple days from now, and tell that it's a conspiracy. So I'll take this with a grain of salt. But it says the UAE's role in Tanzania reflects a new form of economic, social, and political imperialism. Through vast investment in mining, infrastructure, and agriculture, it consolidates control over key resources, while Tanzanian elites shape national policies to serve Emirati interests. Even so, even so-called humanitarian projects like hospital construction operate as instruments of soft power that deepen dependence. These ventures often bring devastating consequences for local communities, displacing indigenous groups such as the Maasai to clear land for UAE-funded developments that primarily benefit foreign investors and tourism. In truth, the UAE's growing influence in Tanzania and all of Africa reveals a pattern of neo-imperialism domination where aid, investment, and development are used as tools of control and exploitation. Now, when I was scrolling through the comments, the first one here says more like 7,000. They used high-end military-grade weapons and people were killed in their homes, targeting males aged 15 and above. It's a fucking massacre. And, okay, for anyone watching this, why I say that we need to not stop talking about these things is because eventually these people need to be held accountable, right? These people need to be brought in front of a criminal court in front of everybody and answer for what they're doing. Where the fuck is the ICC or ICJ, whatever the fuck it's called, the International Criminal Court guys, ICC, yeah. Where the fuck are those guys? Surely there's another body out there that goes, where is Amnesty? Amnesty is the one that handles shit like this, right? I could be wrong. But where the fuck is Amnesty? Where the fuck are all these human rights organizations, all these people for Palestine? No one's talking about Tanzania. Like, this is pretty fucking horrible. I have another comment down here. Like, people in the country itself don't even know what the death toll is. That's just how out of control it is. In the beginning, we saw 3,000. Now we have another person saying 10,000. Like, people, like, and on top of that, a lot of the times you'll notice with these criminals, right? These heartless motherfuckers, they have no spine. If you bring them in a court, if you bring them in a courtroom in front of everyone, and they know this is it, they're snitching on everybody. If you hold one of them accountable, you hold all of them accountable. That's why it's like even something like the Epstein files. The Epstein files will never, I doubt, will ever release, because if you have one world leader caught up in that big of a mess, they're all going down. If one goes down, they all go down. That's how it fucking works. We need some form of we need justice, bro. We need this cannot just go on and keep on being ignored. We need to hold the people funding this. We need to hold the people participating in this. We need to hold the people aiding this. We need to just boycott the UAE, bro. Fuck this, man. Just straight up boycott the UAE. The Dubai chocolates and the Burj Khalifa are cool and look good, but is it really worth it if this is how it's being built? Displacing indigenous people from the area, going ahead and using something like he's saying here. Even so-called humanitarian projects like hospital construction operates as instruments of soft power that deepen dependence. Like, it sounds to me like they're claiming to build hospitals, but then they're just not doing it. Or even just the fact that while Tanzanian elites shape national policies to serve Emirati interests, we saw how many cars that woman was rolling up in. We saw her brand new Range Rover. Like a nice little stretched out like mini limousine Range Rover. I don't know if they're usually that big, but that thing looked pretty damn long, right? So she has a nice little limousine Range Rover. And this is the way the people are living. They don't even know how many of them have been killed. People go online, just bomb her social media, dog, at this point. Like, we need to just never stop talking about this. And we need to find the people responsible for this. Okay? I don't really know anything too much about that sheikh, but judging by what I'm seeing online, it doesn't seem very good. Anyway, all that aside, it's been your boy Bosco. Thanks for clicking on the video. I hope you have a good day.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Look at it!